We are moving on to the next portion, that is dishonor of a bill. So the term dishonoring is familiar to you. When the bill is getting rejected or bounced back by the bank, that is called dishonored. Now why it is being bounced back? Because there is insufficient balance, there is no balance or there is no sufficient balance in the customer's account. So when the debtor is not able to make the payment on the due date or on the date of maturity, that situation will result in dishonoring or return back of the bill by the bank or to whom we have given the bill. Okay. So drawee or the debtor is not in a position to make the payment. That is when dishonoring take place. That is due to insolvency of the drawee. Insolvency means he is unable to make the payment. So when this happens, that means at the time of dishonor, what the drawer or the holder of the bill has to do is, the holder of the bill can take this bill to a person called notary public. He is an officer called notary public who should record this dishonoring of bill. He should record this, and for this he will be charging something like noting charges. That's a fee charged by notary public. And he will be recording the reason for dishonor, the date of dishonor, and his fees also will be mentioned there. Understood? So this noting means it is the recording done by notary public stating that dishonoring of a bill has taken place, and this is an evidence of dishonoring. Noting is an evidence of dishonoring and it is done by notary public. For that he will be given a fee or he will be charging a fee, that is called noting charges. So we will discuss the entries. Now what we discussed is the meaning of dishonoring of a bill and regarding notary public. Now you give the heading. The main heading is dishonor of a bill and you give the subhead like entries on dishonor of a bill. Okay, what are the journal entries you have to record in this situation? Then below that you give in the books of drawer. Okay, in the books of drawer's book also we have some differences at the time of dishonor. So in the books of drawer we will discuss first. Then below that again subheading 1. When the bill is retained by the drawer till maturity, you write this heading, it's given on page 16.15. Subhead A, when the bill is retained by the drawer till maturity and dishonored on due date. We discussed already 4 situations, like when it is retained, when the bill is discounted, when the bill is endorsed, and when it is sent to bank for collection. So in all these 4 situations, when dishonoring takes place, what are the different journal entries to be recorded? That's what we are going to discuss. So case A is when bill is retained by the drawer till the date of maturity. See, we have already learned the entry for check dishonored. When a check is dishonored, what was the basic entry you learned? It is customer's account debtor. The customer is becoming a debtor again, from whom we should get the money. So customer's account debtor to cash or bank. That was the basic entry for dishonoring. Now what happens is, when the bill is retained by the drawer and dishonoring takes place, so the entry what you have to record at the time of dishonor in drawer's book is, we'll debit customer's account. Customer means here we'll write it as drawee. Drawee means upon whom we have drawn the bill, and he will be the customer also. Okay, so here we will be writing the name of customer or the debtor. So drawee's account debtor to, the basic entry is customer debtor to cash or bank. But now we won't be writing to cash or bank because we haven't received anything from the debtor, isn't it? What did we receive from the debtor actually? We have received only bills receivable. So that is drawee's account debtor to bills receivable account. Then there is one more account to be credited, that is to cash or bank. The meaning is noting charges we will have to pay. The drawer will have to pay the noting charges. The holder of the bill will be taking this bill to the notary public. For that he will be charging a fee and we'll have to make the payment. We means the drawer has to make the payment. So it will be written as to cashier bank because our cash is moving out. So noting charges is what we have to credit here. The amount paid as noting charges. So it is drawer's account debtor, that is customer debtor. Don't write to cashier bank that time because we haven't received cash. So that time what we have to credit is bills receivable. Then why we credited cashier bank finally? Because we are paying the noting charges. So basically it is customer's debtor to cashier bank, but with that we are crediting or cancelling the bills receivable. Okay, that is case 1. Then case 2 journal. Before journal you write the subheading for case 2 or case B. Write this journal entry, then you move on to case 2. It is when the bill is discounted. This is the subhead for case 2. When the bill is discounted with bank. When bill is discounted with bank. So now the bill is with the bank, that you should remember. And it is getting dishonored. That is the situation. Okay. So there is slight change in this entry for case B. All these entries are to be recorded at the time of dishonor, but we have different cases. Okay. Now in second case, case B, the entry is like drawer's account debtor. We need not cancel bills receivable because it is already given to the bank. In previous case it was retained by the drawer, so we credited it. But now we don't have the bill, the drawer is not having bill with him, it has been given to the bank already. So you don't have to credit bills receivable. What you have to do is drawer's account debtor to cashier bank we will credit because we have to pay noting charges. Noting charges plus the amount which we have to receive from the drawer or debtor. Also you can write amount of the bill. You write noting charges plus amount of the bill. Understood? So it is drawer's account debtor to cashier bank in second case. Case 3, give the heading when the bill is endorsed and is dishonored. So in this situation, third situation also, we means the drawer is not having bill with him because it has been endorsed to a creditor and it is getting dishonored. Okay, so the debit will be again drawer. In all these situations, account to be debited is drawer's account or the debtor or the customer's account. Now, what we have to write is, first case we credited bills receivable and cash or bank. Now in this situation, should we credit bills receivable? No need, because the bill is with the creditor now. It has been endorsed already. So you don't need to cancel, no need to cancel bills receivable. Now, should we pay this noting charges? Yes, we will have to pay the noting charges, but we are not paying it directly actually. The endorsee will be making the payment because the holder of the bill is now the endorsee. And that endorsee will be presenting the bill to the notary public. Endorsee is responsible to make the payment of noting charges. Did you understand what I am saying? We need not make the payment directly. So we need not write to cashier bank. It's not moving out from the firm or from the drawer. The endorsee is making the payment to the notary public. That is part of noting charges. So they will be making the payment and we will make the payment to this person called endorsee, or to the creditor we will have to make the payment. So 2 will be endorsee's account. Understood? Drawer will be debited just like all other cases. 2 will be, don't write bills receivable because it is with the creditor already or with the endorsee. Creditor or endorsee both are same. Then we didn't write to cash or bank because cash is not moving out from us, from the drawer. Cash is not moving out. It is the endorsee who is making the payment to the notary public. And in turn, we will have to make the payment to endorsee. That is why we have credited endorsee's account here. Understood? We have to make them payment to NOC, so they are our creditors. So we have to credit them. Then final case D, when the bill was sent to bank for collection, that is case 4 or case D, bill is sent to bank for collection and is dishonored. Okay. So that time also debit aspect will be drawee account. So it is drawee account debtor. To what we have to cancel now is when the bill is sent to bank for collection, it is not discounting of bill. The bank will keep this bill for that period of the bill, during that period of the bill, then on the date of maturity they will ask the debtor to make the payment. So that is called bill is sent to bank for collection. So during this time what we have to cancel is not bills receivable, because bills receivable we have already given to, that bill has been given to bank already. At the time of dishonoring of a bill, and if this is case number 4, not case number 2 where it is discounting of a bill, don't get confused between case 2 and case 4. So in this situation, case number 4, when dishonoring takes place, the bank will return the bill back to the drawer. Okay. So we have written already one entry like bill sent for collection to bills receivable. When we gave the bill to the bank, this is the entry you have recorded in your books. We can't write this entry because we haven't received amount. So this is the only one entry we have recorded when you send the bill to the bank. Now when the bill is getting dishonored, we'll have to cancel that bill sent for collection account. Understood? Not bills receivable account, it is bill sent for collection, because that will be returned back by the bank at the time of dishonor. And if it is case number 4, that is bill is sent to bank for collection. So if it is case number 4, the bank will return the bill back to the drawer. So that is why we are cancelling this bill sent for collection account, which we debited earlier. Then what we have to credit is, now the bill is with the drawer. So drawer himself pays the noting charges. The holder of the bill will be paying the noting charges. So now the holder is drawer and he himself pays the noting charges. So we will write to cashier bank. Understood? So we cancel bill sent for collection and we are paying this noting charges, because now the drawer is holding the bill. Whereas in case of discounting of bill, the bill will remain with the bank. The bank will not return the bill. So that is why we have written there drawee account debtor. Did we write 2 bills receivable? No, because the bill is still with the bank. Then what we wrote is there to cash or bank. Noting charges we will have to pay. So it is drawee account debtor to cash or bank when the bill is discounted. Okay. Now we will work out illustration number 8. The question is, Amar sold goods for Rs 50,000 to Bhaskar on 1st January 2019, and on the same day he drew a bill on Bhaskar at 3 months for the amount. The bill is duly accepted but is dishonored on the due date. Amar pays Rs 1,000 as noting charges. Record these transactions in the journals of Amar and Bhaskar. So both journals you have to do. Amar is selling goods, so Amar is called the drawer and Bhaskar will be termed as drawee. So first we will draw in the books of Amar. So you write journal, books of Amar, that is drawer. Okay, he is selling goods, so we have to record the first entry for credit sale. That will be, what is the journal entry for credit sale? That is debtors account, debtor to sales account. Debtor's name here is Bhaskar. So you can write, just give column headings, then you start writing. So it is Bhaskar's account debtor to sales account, and the date is 2019 January 1st. You can write goods sold on credit. Okay, next is, see, in this question, first of all, you have to identify which case is this. This is case 1 or case A, that is drawer is retaining the bill till the date of maturity, because depending on for these different cases, you will have to change your dishonoring entry. So first of all, you have to identify which case is this. This is case 1. Understood. And case 1, you remember the journal entry for dishonor. What was the entry? It is drawee's account debtor, 2 bills receivable, 2 cash or bank. Bills receivable we have to cancel, then we have to pay the noting charges also. Okay. So now what happens is, we sold goods. In return, are we getting the amount? No, but we are getting the bill. So that is bills receivable account debtor to, from whom you are getting the bill? It is from Bhaskar. So bills receivable account debtor to Bhaskar's account. What is the amount? 50,000. You can write received bills receivable. The date is the same date, that is Jan 1st, 2019 Jan 1st. Then third entry for dishonoring we will be writing, and dishonoring takes place on the date of maturity. Here the time period for the bill is 3 months. So February, we are starting from Jan 1st. So February 1st means it will cover 1 month, then March, April. So it has become 3 months. Add 3 more extra days. So that is April 4th, the date of maturity. That time what happens? Dishonoring takes place and we have to debit the customer's account. He is becoming a customer again. We had cancelled him actually, but he is becoming a customer again because dishonoring or dishonor of a bill has taken place. So customer's account debtor to bills receivable account to cash or bank. That is the noting charges you have to write. Noting charges here is 1,000. Then for bills receivable, you just look into the previous entry. Okay, there also the amount is same. What you have to write is the same amount of the bill, that is 50,000. And here bills receivable amount is 50,000. The same thing you can write in the third entry also. Okay, noting charges is directly given in the question, that you copy paste. Then bills receivable, just take it from your previous entry. So all together you should write for Bhaskar's account, it is 51,000. The total of debit and credit must be equal. So just add these two, write the amount in the debit side. Then we have to write in the books of Bhaskar also, that is drawee's book also. So we will start writing. You can write narration as bill is dishonored. The next is journal. We are going to write in drawee's books, that is Bhaskar. Did we write drawer's name here? Yes. Draw columns and write column headings also. First we will write for credit purchase. Now you have to think from drawee's point of view, the customer's point of view. So that is purchases account debtor to creditor's account. Creditor's name is Amar. So to Amar's account, amount of the bill is 50,000. Write the narration as purchased goods on credit. This is 2019 Jan 1st. Then next is we are not paying Aman in cash. Instead of that, Aman will be given a bill. So it will be Amar or Aman. Amar, the name is Amar. So it will be Amar's account. Amar's account debtor to bills payable. We are giving him a bill. You can write gave acceptance. Amount is the same, 50,000. Now at the time of dishonor, that means the due date you will write, the maturity date you can write April 4th. At the time of dishonor, in drawee's book also we have one new journal entry. Both in drawer's and drawee's book you have to write entry at the time of dishonor. Understood? So when the check or bill is dishonored, and if it is case A, you can write in drawee's books. Usually what will you write in drawee's books? Bills payable account debtor to cash or bank. When he finally makes the payment, this is the entry you are writing, like bills payable account debtor. Here can we write to cash or bank? Are we paying him the amount? Are we paying the amount to creditor? No, he is insolvent. He can't make the payment. So what he is giving? Bills payable account debtor to, he can't make the payment. So creditor will remain as his creditor. So we will write, what is creditor's name? Is it Amar? Yes. So to Amar's account, he will remain as a creditor. Usually it is bills payable debtor to cash or bank, the final payment entry. But now Amar is his creditor. He will remain as his creditor because we are not, the drawee is not making the payment. Then along with that, he is supposed to bear one more thing, that is noting charges. Though it is paid by the drawer, actually it is whose expense? It is drawee's expense to, or it is drawee's liability to pay this amount. So it is drawee's expense. Understood? So that is why we are debiting it in his books. It is his expense, so we debit it. So the entry is bills payable debtor. Don't write to cash or bank, to Amar's account, because we are not making him the payment, so he will remain as our creditor. Then noting charges must be debited because that is an expense for the drawee. It is actually the expense of drawee, but finally it is paid by the drawer. So noting charges will be debited. Here the noting charges amount is 1,000. Bills payable amount you can take from your previous entry, that is 50,000, and to Amar's account you can write 51,000. Narration you write bill dishonored. Okay. So this entry you can write with your specimen entries also. Only drawer's entry we have written there with your specimen entry. 4 different cases we have written. There you can write this entry also. In drawee's book, we have only one entry for all 4 cases. Okay, so this is the specimen entry you have to write there. Write it like this: bills payable account debtor, noting charges account debtor to. Don't write Amar. Depending on question, you have to change. Write to creditor's account. Okay, so that's all you need to study from this accounting for bill of exchange chapter. The next topics: renewal of bill and retiring of bill. Both they have deleted from your syllabus, so you don't have to go through that. Just study till dishonoring. 4 different cases and dishonoring of bill, how to record in drawer's book and drawee's book. So with that, we are winding up the chapter. Not only the chapter, This academic year's portion also coming to an end with this chapter. All the best for your exams. Thank you.